Well, I have not really I thought about a topic for today, and I don't really feel like recording honestly, but I promised myself that I was going to do it. And for a long time, and a lot of times, I did promise myself that I was going to do something, and then I didn't do it. So, yeah, I am doing this more for myself and to show my future self that that here we are even on the days when we don't feel like it. And there is a lot about I feel like there is a lot of contradiction, and I feel like personally I do feel a lot of contradiction sometimes between showing up every single day and yeah, keeping the promises that you make to yourself and just showing up versus not doing the things when you don't feel like it. And I feel it's really like a fine balance between the two of them, because if you only rely on willpower, no, willpower, it's not gonna be there. Willpower, it's gonna be there one day, and then it won't. Inspiration is gonna be there 1 second, and then it won't. So if we are always relying on those things, then it's hard. Then it's hard to be consistent. Then it's hard to build anything. No, I'm not even talking about only content creation business. Like, I'm not even talking about that. It's really hard to build anything. It's really hard to build new habits. It's really hard to build good relationships, whether it's with partners, with family, with friends. If we are only relying on willpower, on the moments that we feel like doing those things, we feel like reaching out, we feel like exercising, we feel like eating healthy, like with all these things, we only do things when we feel like it. Yeah, probably we're not gonna get anywhere with anything that requires consistency. And honestly, most things in our lives, most of the really worthy things in our lives require consistency. You need to show up. And so here's what I think about it, and here is something that I really haven't been doing lately, and I know I need to get back to, and it's this idea of batching things with content creation, with videos. It's about, maybe I used to do this before. In one day record a couple of videos, so I already have a couple of days covered. With food, it's maybe like prepare your food for the weekend, for the week ahead, sorry, if you don't want to end up eating whatever stuff that you find. For your relationship, something that I do, it might sound really simple and silly, but I put everyone's birthday, all the people that I care about. When I meet a new friend and I'm like, I really like this person, I always ask them their birthday, because it's one of the most special days always for people. Even, I mean, there are a lot of people also that are not used to celebrate their birthday because maybe they weren't celebrating enough when they were a kid, or well, for whatever reason. So of course you have some people that don't care, but in general, even if they say they don't care, most people really appreciate that. So that's something like really small that I do, some sort of batching with my with the people that I care about. But I feel like there are so many things that we could do to prevent getting to a point of like, okay, I have to like make myself do something that maybe I don't want to, and I don't feel like it's my best moment. And also there's something in showing up when you don't feel like it, in showing up despite the feelings, because even though the feelings a lot of times acts like compass, they might be hiding something else. They might be acting as maybe a protection mechanism, a self defense mechanism. Maybe you don't want to show up because it's easier. It's always easier not to show up. It's always easier not to commit. It's always easier to just do whatever you feel in the moment and not really worrying about the consequences. It's always easier like that, and you can skip a day to a week. But then at some point you look back and you're like, I wish I had started sooner. How many times? I'm sure you also said that, because I know I said that a million times. Like, oh my God, I wish I had started sooner. Or I wish I had been more consistent sooner. So why waiting? Why not just sticking to the things that we promise ourselves? So yeah, this is this is me trying to stick to the things that I promised myself. In this case, it's recording daily videos, because it's gonna be now I think a little bit over 2 weeks that I record every day. And even though I'm planning on recording multiple videos on a day, so I don't have this like urgency feeling when I really don't feel like it, especially for us women, you know, when we have our period or the weeks before, we might really feel like not good or not in our best way, shape, and form to do things, to maybe like more creative things. We really want to just rest and relax, and that's okay. But again, being mindful of those things, being mindful of those periods, and prepare for that in advance. So if you are committed to something right now, if you are committing to something that requires daily showing up, and again, most goals, most things that like really matter require some kind of daily showing up. Remember this, try to prepare for the days when you know you might want to quit, you might want to take a step back. Prepare for those days in advance, because it's easier that way, because we always are going to have days that we don't want to show up. We always are going to have days when it's harder to do the things that we said we wanted to do. There are always going to be those days. It's never going to be all sunshine and rainbows. So preparing for that in advance is what will actually make the whole process way easier, way more enjoyable, because of course, again, when you commit to something, sometimes it's hard and it's a lot of work, and it requires a new level of compromise, of commitment with yourself, not compromise, commitment. And if you are able to see the obstacles of the things that can backfire in advance, then you can better prepare for those, and your chances of success in the way of showing up, not success in the way of the results, because we cannot control the results. Sadly, I wish we could. I really wish we could, but we cannot. So at least you can control your input, you can control your effort better if you already know what can those setbacks be, and you can prepare for them in advance, instead of letting them make you fail in being consistent, in showing up for whatever it is that you are doing. So, well, there you go. Almost 10 minutes of me just yapping about being consistent, about showing up. I hope if you found this video, I hope this helps you in some way. And yes, stay tuned and see you tomorrow.